United Opposition wameamua that finally they have come up to a conclusion of who is going to be their flag bearer na nini. Ili coalition ile akina Gachagua, Madhakarua, Eugene na hizo bla bla. So wameamua that they are going for a Kalonzo ticket. A Kalonzo as the president, Natembeya as the vice. And then Matiang'i sijui atakuwa sijui the prime cabinet, sijui minister, so many other things. Matiang'i, and then sijui Gachagua atakuwa like yeye ndiye atakuwa like atakuwa the what? Gachagua ndiye atakuwa like anataka 50% of the government. So we really want to look at this. Is this even practical? Because that is what we really need to look at. Hii kitu yenye anasema, is this union even practical? So before I go into the details, I know most of you are watching me for the first time. Kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do so, na kama kawaida, I will be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And if you want to support this platform, my number is always here. Unaweza nitumia kakitu na bado nitashukuru. Yes, so now you have seen that hiyo kitu imetokea that Kalonzo, that hii union ya kina Gachagua, this unity of United Opposition, they have decided that finally they are going to have Kalonzo as the flag bearer and Natembeya as the deputy president, and then nani Matiang'i sijui atakuwa sijui prime cabinet minister na hizi bla 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 zingine. But Gachagua amesema anataka 50% of that government. Now we want to look at it from both lenses. So let us look at it from tribal lens. So Matiang'i, Kalonzo analeta how many votes? Kalonzo anakuja kwa ballot na with about 2 million votes. You get about 2 million votes. Aya, Natembeya anakuja na kura ngapi? Natembeya hatuko sure that he has really captured Western vile inafaa. So I don't think he's bringing a lot of votes. So maybe he's bringing around 500,000 votes. That I'm sure of, maybe. Because Western is split. Let's just agree to that. Western is split. He's not going to deliver Western 100%. So maybe he's going to bring around 500 or 600,000 votes. Hiyo sasa tunaongea kikabila. And then tukuje kwa mtu kama nani? Tukuje kwa mtu kama Matiang'i. Matiang'i, if all Kisii decide to go with him, which I really doubt. I really doubt. Kisii votes are about 1.5 million. Sindio? So let's give Matiang'i 1 million. So in total that we are talking about around 3.5 million. If all the people in Kalonzo will vote for Nini, because that one we know, Kambas will vote for Kalonzo 100%. So that's about 3.5 million votes. So 3.5 million votes. Let's come to now Gachagua, because Gachagua is bringing a big number of votes in the mountain. Gachagua is bringing about close to around 4-5 million votes. So 4-5 million votes. Ikikuja akileta yote, tuseme 5 million votes on the higher side, akileta yote, then this coalition is going, itakuwa inaanza na about 8.5 million votes. That's on the lower side. So on the higher side for them, yeah. So will that be enough to beat William Ruto? Most probably, likely, that one will be enough to beat William Ruto. That coalition and with that arithmetic will be enough to beat William Ruto. Now, that is now if you go to other regions and they start now topping up, They start now topping up from other regions, which can't be much. Maybe they can get a maximum of around 700 votes. So maybe it will be about 9 million votes, something there about. So, can William Ruto match that? Now, let us look to William Ruto. Rift Valley comes with around close to 3 million votes. That's the Kalenjin votes. And then you come to the Luo vote. Luo votes are about slightly more than 2 million, so tell me about 3 million votes. So if all Luos decide to vote for William Ruto and Ruto gets all votes from Kale, we are talking about around 600 million votes. We are about 6 million votes. Then from these 6 million votes, tuende tuchukue votes za Kisii kidogo. Maybe that 500,000 ya juu tupatie huko. So yatakuwa around 6.5. Si ndio? 6.5, and then let's go to any other region that William Ruto expect to get support from. None. There is no any other region that like is a strong block for him. Okay, Western William Ruto can get about because of the factor of ODM and working with him. This was I'm saying if ODM still works with Ruto until 2027. That is what I'm saying. If they still work together 2027, then you bring about the Western votes, Luya votes about 2 million. Let's say 1.5. So 1.5 plus 6.5, that comes to 8 million votes. So 8 million votes. Then other regions, if they decide to top up, because William Ruto has got a lot of influence in the maybe Ma community, blah blah blah. Now the influence of Raila in the other regions, Nanini, can give William Ruto about 1.5 million votes from the other regions. Now we are talking about Coast, we are talking about Northeastern, we are talking about hizi areas zingine kama the Ma community, Turukana, blah blah blah, hizi vitu zingine. If we top hizo nini zote, they can give him around 1.5 on the higher side. That matter 1 million. So if you add that to nini, it's about 9 million votes. Hii team ya Gachagua pia inaanza na 9 million votes. Watakuwa na 9 million votes. So this one can cause a runoff. If all goes well, if things stick the way they are, it can cause a runoff. They can have a runoff. That's what I believe. So I think this coalition can beat William Ruto. I think this Kalonzo ticket and Natembeya ticket can beat William Ruto based on those arithmetics. But remember, there's also other dynamics. The other dynamics is that you are not sure that you are going to get those votes from your community. Like the Gachagua ticket, he's not sure that he's going to bring the entire 6 million votes, the entire 5 million votes, Kikuyu votes to kujiletea. He's not sure about that. So let's just say the truth. He's not sure he's going to bring. So the dynamics might be different. You get? And also the Gen Z factor, whereby not everyone will vote tribal and everything, but we all know that Kenyan people vote tribal. So I don't know how this one will work, but the demand by Gachagua that he wants 50% of that government, I don't know. I don't see how that one will work. Because how do we people get to the government? Because if we say 50%, Namanisha, 50% the Gachagua that we know is going to give 50% to the Kikuyu votes, to the Kikuyu voters. You get? To the Kikuyu community. So you want to say that the rest of Kenyans will share the other half of the government. That is not fair. You get? Gachagua needs to change this mindset of being tribal. Because he's being too tribal. You get? And I don't think he will, I don't think even anyone in that coalition will agree to that. I don't think. Because personally, I think Natembeya and Matiang'i is not part of it. He's just flowing with the current, but I don't think he's really rooted into that coalition yakina Gachagua. Because I don't think Matiang'i would go the tribal way. Matiang'i is not that kind of a person. And also, why would Matiang'i go for the prime cabinet? That's a post that you can be removed. So it's not secure because it's not anchored in the constitution. So hiyo mtu yote akibweka na wewe atakutoa tu. So it's very tricky, it's very dicey for this nini, but it's a wait and see. It's a wait and see. The dynamics will change. But one thing I think they have done wrong is to announce this mapema. That is very, very wrong. This kind of agreement is you don't make them now, because now you leave a lot of room for people to start now poking holes, and it might even lead to the breakup of the coalition. So I think Angeji, they could have hold vitu zingine until 2027. Unaona? But for right now, it is bado ni mapema sana. Anyway guys, tell me what you think about that coalition and that agreement that they have. Do you think it will work? Do you think it's enough to beat William Ruto in 2027? I feel like it can beat William Ruto, they can go on a runoff. That is very, very much possible. Anyway guys, tell me what you think in the comment section, but above it all, remain respectful.
The African Update.